What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy Tony Swedberg, back with another video. The title of this video is Why Sales is Hard for Most Salespeople. So if you're just starting off in sales, maybe you've been doing it 1 to 3 years, that's just starting off. So you're at the right video. This video is going to help take you to the next level. It's going to calm you down because I know the emotions are everywhere, and it's going to give you some things to think about on a daily basis that's going to make you less stressed out and perform better. So I'm at a current place that is a great job. I won't get into it, but the hours are great. The clientele is great. The location is great. And what I've seen is there's a lot of salespeople who have been there from, anywhere from 10 years to 25 or 30 years. And they've been there so long because they love the job, right? But what I've noticed are those people have very low energy. They're much older, right? They've been there as long as I've been alive. But you know what? They sit back and their repeat clientele comes to them. So the first tip of this video is ask yourself this question. Ask yourself if you're at a job that you could see yourself being at for a very long time, right? Or at least for like the next 5 to 8 years until maybe you want to start a company or you have bigger goals or dreams than just working for somebody. But worst case scenario, if you do have to stay at this job, could you see yourself being there for a long time? Do you like the hours? Are most of the, do they treat you pretty good? Does the owner treat you good, or the one who's running the corporation you're at? Do they treat you good? And are the hours good and stuff like that, right? Is the location good? Is the volume good? Are you in the right location? Are you selling the right product? Do you like the product, right? So you got to ask yourself, could you see yourself, you know, at this place for a while? And, if there's a few people who've been there for years, how are they doing? Do they seem pretty happy and content? Because the person who's the most content is the person who's most successful, right? The content, they're feeling blessed and grateful. That's what life is all about, right? Even the Bible says that. The one who's the most content is the richest person. So those people are making more money, but they want more and more and more. Those people, they're not successful. So I hope that takes some pressure off of you. But how are these people doing so well at my company? And it's repeat customers. So you want to be at a place for a long time. You want to be at a place, if you're there for a long time, your mindset is taking care of this person. When I'm doing a sale and I'm going through a sales process with somebody, the only thing I'm focused on is giving them the best experience possible. I'm not focused on closing the deal. I'm focused on giving them the best experience possible. So I'm building rapport with them. The more they like me, the longer I'm able to take, the longer the process can take. When something goes wrong, it's okay because they enjoy speaking with me. So really care about the person, and to care about the person, you want to listen to the person. So in the beginning, I listen to the person. I ask them about, do you have any kids? What's your relationship between the two people in front of me? And I just get to know that person a little bit. And then after getting to know them, I get to know exactly what they're looking for. I ask what they're using the product for. So if it's a car, what are you guys going to be using this car for? Or what's your goal? What do you expect, before walking in here? Like, find out why they're there, right? Ask the hard questions and just really get to understand the person. And they're going to tell you, right? So let them talk and you listen, because the more you understand them, the easier it's going to be for you to sell that person. They're going to like you more, and you're just going to have more time with them. And they're also going to come back and buy another product from you in the future, or they're going to refer people to you. So when you're at a place, anywhere from 1 to 2 years, you're going to start getting some repeat customers, right? You're going to start, you're going to start getting some more people after, like, anywhere from 2 to 3 years. You're really going to start, especially if you're selling cars. Like, people are coming off their lease after 2 to 3 years, and you can get them out of their lease early, and they're going to come to you. Hey, does he still work here? So I have people who don't even leave their desk. They sit back and they're ordering cars. I had a guy who made $40,000 this month, I heard, right? So it got leaked. He made like 40 grand in the car business. And that's because he has repeat clientele. And that guy only works until like 5 o'clock, gets there at maybe 9 or 10. Nobody's looking over his shoulder, right? There's no micromanaging. So the long story short, be at a place that you could see yourself for a very long time. Okay. The next tip is this is one's going to be very important. It's probably the most important, right? It's this one. If you don't have this, it doesn't matter how good you are at sales. This is very important. It's controlling your emotions, right? You have to learn how to keep yourself happy. It's very important. So today's my day off. That's why I'm not all dressed up, and I'm enjoying my day off. I had a great workout with wifey. Hung out with my daughter, cooked a nice breakfast. Go follow me on Instagram at Tony Swedberg, by the way. You can see, a little day in the life. I take a lot of videos and post on my story. So at Tony Swedberg, but enjoy your life. Also, getting in good shape is very important, right? Making sure that you balance a couple things. Now, nothing's going to grow in your life if you're doing a whole bunch of things. I don't care if you're trying to build 7 sources of income, you're going to build 0. None of them are going to work. You have to put quite a bit of energy into sales for it to explode. So if you have some side gig you're trying to do, you might want to put that off on the side if you're slacking at your current sales job, because anything you put 100% effort into is going to explode, right? Watching this video is awesome that you guys are doing, by the way, because even if you don't learn something from this video, it reminds you and it keeps you engaged in your sales job. So watching videos on the way to work and stuff like that is great. It's going to remind you to do something. It's going to keep you engaged in your job. And it's overall great. So learn how to control your emotions. Listen, I went into my job. My first month, I sold the most units, right? So the most production, even beat all those people who've been there 25 years. And I had the most gross profit out of my whole entire store, with quite a few people and they're good. It's not an easy job to get. So how I was able to do that is I was extremely I had no negativity in me at all. There's not a lick of negativity. Somebody could say something negative, I'd say, come on, man, stop, you're being negative. And I would call them out, and they actually really appreciated that. But after, I've noticed that the more I stayed with them, the negativity it's like a disease, man. It sticks to you, right? So stay away from negative people, even if you have to sit in your office or at your desk and just talk to people less, especially if you hear something negative. Make it a habit to get away from those people. And then also take care of your body, right? I'm in extremely good shape right now. I think I'm like, I don't know, 15 or less percent body fat. I'm going to get all the way down to 10. So eating extremely good, steak and eggs for breakfast, potatoes and grilled chicken, just healthy, right? Working out every single day, or four times a week, 5 times a week. So taking care of your body. Also, if you guys are interested in getting some retatrutide, it is the best fat loss supplement in the world. It is a peptide. So, yeah, it's something that has completely changed my life. I'll put up a quick, you guys can see right here, a little before and after picture, so you guys can see the transformation that I had. And it got me in great shape. It blunted my hunger. It retained my muscle, and then it also speeds up your metabolism, and you just feel great on it, right? It takes your body like maybe a couple weeks to get used to it, so you might get a headache or something, but side effects are pretty minimal. And yeah, I have a great source that's manufactured in the US. So yeah, if you guys are interested, just make sure to look in the description below. And you guys can reach out to me on Instagram at Tony Swedberg, Facebook Tony Swedberg, or email at me, Anthonyswedberg@gmail.com. And I can send that out to you. Best pricing, purest, best quality, made in the US, FDA approved facility. So checked out, no heavy metals, nothing like that. I wouldn't push it on my channel unless it would change your lives. So back into the video. Keep yourself fit. That's very important. I think being in great shape gives you extreme confidence. Not watching bad stuff on the internet, and just doing the right thing. Balancing. You have to have a good home life. So if you and your girl are fighting, that's your fault. Take full responsibility. That's your fault. You got to fix that, right? I know women can be tough to deal with, but you need to lead your girlfriend, or lead your wife, or your family, and you got to figure that out. So we won't get too into that, but I only have, I take care of my family, spend time with them. I don't hang out with friends too much. I went golfing this morning. We went golfing at like 7 in the morning. But after that, I came home, made my family breakfast, keeping everybody at home happy. One way to do that is minimize expenses. So I got my rent down to like $2,600 a month. That might sound like a lot to you, but it was almost $4,000 a month. So 26 for me in my situation is very, very easy to pay. Doesn't bother me at all. I got 2 paid off cars, no credit cards, nothing like that. So no debt, right? I don't have all this weight on me. So get rid of that, because the more money you have in the bank account, the better mood you're going to be in. It's hard to be in a bad mood when you got $500,000 or $250,000 or even $50,000 or $100,000 when your bills are only 5, 6, 7 grand a month. If you got 50 or 100K in the bank, you're not stressing too much. So get your situation better, really dial in and work on it, make it a big goal, lower your expenses. Having money growing in the stock market, like I do, is much more fulfilling than driving a super nice car that's $1,000 a month, right? So I drive paid off cars, both Hondas, but I sell Mercedes. So get your emotions right. Stay away from those negative people. Wake up and thank God every single day, and tell them, everything you're grateful for: the roof over your head, the food in your fridge, the healthy people in your family. You still got your parents around. I lost my mom at 21, but I still got my dad, and I cherish every moment with my loved ones, my sister. Everybody's healthy. So it's a beautiful thing, guys. If you guys can't tell, I'm overly grateful and happy, and that is going to help you so much in sales. Number 3, which is the last one, very important, is prospecting. Now, prospecting is a very sensitive subject, because I don't want you guys to keep calling 50 dead leads, right? I don't want you to call the fruit at the top of the tree. We want the low-hanging fruit that you can just grab off the bottom of the tree. It's very easy, right? So in prospecting, depending what you're doing, you want to reach out to the people who are most likely in the market, right? Let's say you're selling a car. Well, if their lease is coming up to an end in 6 months, introduce yourself. Tell them you can get them out a little bit early. It doesn't matter what you're selling, but let's say you're selling a cell phone. If they're in an iPhone, they got an iPhone 12, and you could sell them a 17 or whichever freaking iPhone's out right now. Reach out to those people. Tell them how easy it is to upgrade, right? And tell them that you're looking for that product. The most important people you need to call are people who haven't bought from you, people who maybe you forgot about. They walked into your company, and they were pretty interested, or maybe they weren't that interested at first, but they were interested enough to come in. You want to follow up with those people and give them the highest experience. Get back to them extremely fast. Tell them, say, hey, I want to know what I need to keep my eye out for. Let me know, well, what exactly do you want? And just pick their brain, understand them, take your notes. And, when that car comes or that product comes or whatever you're selling, make sure to reach out to them. Always clean your organizer. Always do those follow-up calls. Very important. Now, the people walking into your company are calling in, those phone ups, or those people who are just walking in. If you work at a car dealership or another place people can walk into, those are the people that are low hanging fruit. Those are the people that you really got to listen to when they come in, because they're uncertain. They don't know what a good price on your product is. They don't know what the best product is for them. So it is your job as a salesperson to know what the best product is for them. And but you do that by listening to them, right? Listen to them, understand what they're going to use it for, and then sell them the product that is best fits them, right? Also, don't be afraid to ask, what they're comfortable with as a monthly payment, right? So you don't show them the best product and you're way off on payment, right? So they might be looking for a great deal, and you'll have to give them one, because no matter how much they love the product, they're not going to let themselves over leverage themselves too much. So you have to be in the ballpark. But prospecting, just that low-hanging fruit. Go for that low-hanging fruit. Make sure to have a structured day. Walk in, make all your follow-up calls. You're not allowed to do anything until you do that. And then, then you're able to go out there and try to, grab somebody who's walking in the company and that kind of thing. Because the lowest hanging fruit are the people who are actively looking for your product. So you want to get as close to those people as possible and stop reaching out to just random people who are just like not even interested, right? So they got to at least maybe have one of your products, and you're just going to sell them the newer version or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys ever need something, just go ahead and share this video with somebody you think it would help. And I want to know, honestly, comment down below what you guys want to hear about next, or maybe what helped you in this video. So comment down, what do you want to hear me talk about next? And what helped you in this video? What really changed your perspective? Because that's my goal on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.